People done took off work and shit and all type of other
Right.
shit. That's a whole nother aspect of this shit is that people paid hell $150 for nosebleed seats. I done looked up Ride Wave tickets.
27 million.
I liked beer. Still like beer.
So if they advance him for 40, they try to get back 27. That's over half of what they gave him, bro.
He need to go tap in with Tech Nine. That man got a whole warehouse studio. That's who he need to tap in with and follow that blueprint, man. Big Business Podcast.
Welcome back. We in the lab, man. It's your boy, Boss Man Busy.
We here, YJ.
What we got on the dock? I think it's been a lot that's been said about yo boy.
That kind of hurted me though, cause it's like, why would you think that of me?
Rod Wave, man. He's been missing in action. Talk to us, man. What Wave been, man? Surfing? He been surfing?
Yeah. Well, you know, this whole tour, man, it's been a very successful tour. And coming up on this last leg, you know, things get a little rocky with the company and whatnot.
It ain't no Turk type situation, is it?
Promoter, I don't know. Turk, man, they saying he threatening folks. I don't think Wave ain't threatening nobody, but he definitely is threatening this countersuit, which, you know, they saying they gave him an advance. Grizzly Touring is the company name. I think this is their first big tour. You know, trying to sue this boy.
Is Grizzly's first tour or his?
His Grizzly, this promotion company or the company that is doing the production of this tour.
So he decided to choose a rookie touring group. It's kind of crazy, man. They ain't got nothing to show you how successful they can be. All right.
Not on this level, I don't think. Not on this level. They maybe had some things in the past, but not on this level. And he might have got a better deal going with them versus going with a Rock Nation or something like that. Because, you know, a Rock Nation, you going to have your tour going to be, you know, with a company that's solidified. But he didn't do that. He went with this company. I think he is finding out, you know, or seeing why, maybe.
You pay for what you gonna pay for what you get, man.
Right.
Are you gonna get what you pay for? Should I say?
For? Yeah. And the thing is, on both ends, if there's a contract, both ends have to hold up the contract. Once the contract is breached, then that's when you got to, you know, there has to be some deliberation about it. If you're gonna continue, or if you're gonna go get your suits, countersuits, and all of that shit. You gotta talk about once that contract is broke, man. And you know, I don't know. I say we go ahead and tap in with just to give an overall, somewhat overall from academics.
Rod Wave, he was just like, yo, this is the biggest tour he's done. This tour was a little bit inspired by Drake. He had certain type of, you know, I think he said Drake's last tour was a 360 tour. Then if you don't know how tours go, usually, like even YB's current tour, like there's a stage and basically they don't seat anybody behind the stage. If you ever go to an NBA game, they seat people all around the basketball court. But at a concert, for certain type of concerts, they wouldn't seat no one behind the stage, because the stage, if you look from the back at it, it would be just a curtain or really poor or whatever. So what happens is you miss out about, I think about like 1/7 or 1/8 of the tickets or sellable tickets, because you can't sell that part of the arena. It's behind the stage. Wave wasn't canceling shows because he's emotional or hung up by the bitch. He was down to do it. His shows on last tour got canceled because he chose an expansive touring setup that later production realized they couldn't set up as quickly as they needed to.
Look at that set right there, man. Like this is a huge tour, man. Like this is a monumental type of thing that he was trying to do.
I see that. I just want to say, man, get Drake nuts out your mouth, man. God damn, bro. But go ahead, bro. I just said that because, like, this is something that Drake did. Man, shut up. Damn.
Well, I believe it alone.
To guarantee, what am I saying? Rehearsals and for showtime. Like, I think one time they'd cancel a show, and I said, Rob, why you cancel? He said, bro, they weren't going to have X, Y, and Z work.
So Ak was basically saying they weren't going to have X, Y, and Z. He was talking about the rehearsal time that was needed, the mic check time to do a full rehearsal. By the time they finished setting up this production for him, it was already damn near showtime. There was no time for rehearsal. So, of course, being an artist, you doing this big old tour, you go in and there's no time for X, Y, Z. And if this happens in a pattern-like fashion, then after a while, it's like, well, damn, you fucking up my show, man. I'm not going out there if I can't get X, Y, Z. So
my question is, was that for one show or was that going to be an issue for all the shows? Because, I mean, how many shows did he have left?
I think it was something like 11. I think he said 20. He did 28 and canceled the rest to 36 or something like that.
So the first shows that he did on this tour, did it work out fine? Because I'm trying to figure out now, why did you cancel the rest for this exact reason?
Before I stayed, nigga, and did whatever the advance y'all gave me, nigga, I stayed for that many days. Y'all these folks ain't had a back end production. Before I stayed, nigga, and did whatever the advance y'all, what me and my uncle built.
All right.
So I let y'all get in. You were getting and doing it. Y'all company was even thought about it. Talking about these folks only doing lame. 12 from the second day. Before I stayed, nigga, and did whatever the advance y'all gave me, nigga, I stayed for that many days. Yeah, these folks ain't had a back end production. Y'all, I ain't missed a show since my whole career. I missed one concert. Nah, y'all, I give y'all folks a shot, bitch. I'm missing dates and this shit. My name, my fans screaming my name. Hell yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all that janky as Nah, listen, you can run that shit other route, nigga. Man, I ain't going, man. My brain works. You talking about? I was these boy first tour. You know what I'm saying? I was these boy only successful tour. Let be real. And these folk made 60 million before I left. I'm like, man, y'all boy don't know what y'all doing. Janky ass promoter, man. I'm out of here. Don't got the money. Don't got the production right. Trying to these folk going on sale. Got them rescheduling dates before we could even get an understanding. I don't even know what the going on. These folk just going on sale, telling people, oh yeah, right. What the where they do that at? They ain't never did what the man. Y'all got me up, man. I ain't no puppet, man. I ain't no rapper, cuz. I ain't. Y'all all the other rap nigga, man, y'all can work them, nigga. Y'all ain't doing me like that. Tell me y'all ain't doing really got. Then I start my own company. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't doing nothing. I need boy first tour. I think I bunch y'all head, man. I won't even say nothing, cause I know how the game go. You ain't doing nothing unless you getting shoot. I smarten up on the business side, start my own shit. But y'all, all that AI lame, man. These folks had one job, man. Up, man. Get the out the way, man. You what I done built, man. These folks scream my name. These folks, man, all know me. Definitely my character, all kind of shit. Man, this shit so deep, man. This shit so deep. Like these, man, like with man, people signing, people doing. Taking money on the table, trying to get a man. This shit was so, man. This shit was so wicked, boy. It was so much shit going on, boy. That like, boy. If I get to talking, boy, this shit gonna be ugly. You see what I'm saying? But I stick to with principle. I don't do none of that. But man, cut it out, man. Before I really be on the Breakfast Club breaking this shit down, man. For real.
I was just about to stop it,
bro. I understand his frustration, but he said what the people needed to hear several times. This is their first time. You know what I'm saying? You really can't call them no janky promoters. You gave them the opportunity to represent you in the tour, bro. That's your fault. Now, I'm not gonna call you cheap. I'm not gonna call you frugal, but I will say you made that decision to use a company that hasn't been proven, bro. Point blank,
Right.
period. So
Right.
what you get from what you paid for, you have to accept. Now and I don't even want to use the term accept, but there's so many other, businesses and companies out there that you could have used that you probably didn't want to use because they cost a little bit more than what you want to spend.
Right. But
Again, your decision. Go ahead, bro.
or that advance, like I think he got like a $40 million advance on the tour, and I guess they're trying to get some of that money back because he hasn't fulfilled the end of the contract, and he feels on his side that they haven't fulfilled their side of the contract. So this is one of them things. They're gonna have their day in court to put all of their facts on the table. But when you talk about how choosing a company that's not proven, choosing a company that's not hasn't been proven to, yeah, he may have got a bigger advance or a bigger, I didn't even know they do advances on tours. I'm kind of ignorant to the facts about how these huge tours that NBA, Lil Baby, Future, and these huge stadium tours, K Dot, like what kind of advance K Dot got? If he got 40 million, what K Dot get for advance on his tour? And do they even do it like that, or do they just give them back in after each show? So, and some companies, who knows, they might not even give big advances like that, but they just get a back end after each time they do a show. Like, who knows?
That's a huge goddamn advance when you talking about $40 million. And what I seen in the lawsuit from the company that he used, which is Grizzly Touring, they're suing him for $27 million. So if they advance him for 40,
Yeah.
they trying to get back 27. That's over half of what they gave him, bro.
And what is that? He's past the halfway point. So that's almost like, well, damn. Y'all suing for 27 million. The tour, you advanced them 40 million. He just said they was playing with his back ends on shows, but who knows the validity of that. But even if you think, and I don't know if it's exactly right, but I know it is around 26 to 28 shows that he did do, and it's around 34 to 36 shows that he's supposed to do total. So go with 28 to 9, 30, 31 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to about 8 shows or whatever that was canceled. You would think they would make when it comes to the returning advance, it would be suitable for the amount of shows that he didn't do. Like it would just be divided, and like you said, that shit is like half of the fucking the advance. So
Yeah. I don't know if this is actually a normal contract and how it's normally done when you have artists, big name artists going on tour.
yeah,
When you giving somebody an advance like that, that's fucking super crazy.
yeah,
And me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought, each show you get a front end and then you get a back end because you have to show up. You have to show up. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't show up, then that back end, you can cancel it. So
that may be the case. And if that contract was drawn up like that, hey, that 27 million, that actually might be the number. Like with battle rappers, you get a deposit, in which the deposit is basically the advance in this situation. Right. You get a deposit, and if you don't show up, you don't get no back end because you didn't show up.
Right, absolutely. So, and they rightfully so. You shouldn't. Damn it.
Right.
You got a contract that you have to abide by and live through, see through, be there, show up on time, perform, then you get your back end. But
Right.
for some reason, Grizzly Touring say you owe us $27 million. So I don't know how this gonna play out, bro.
And if you think about, what he said, which, he got a kind of scattered speech, I would say. He's a scattered speaker, is what I would say. But he kind of mentioned in there, when it come to that what was he saying? He was saying like how the company, like the Grizzly, was canceling tours like before, like way before the date, just canceling tours and things like that, canceling dates, rescheduling dates and things like that. So it sounds to me from Rod Wave perspective is a bunch of things, not just one thing. Some of these things can be, okay, you scheduled a tour 2 days back, you moved it 2 days back, and that's just what it is. He has to announce to his fans and whatnot that it's going to be this day instead of this day. That's not a problem. Well, it is a problem because people done took off work and shit and all type of other
Right.
shit. That's a whole nother aspect of this shit, is that people paid hell $150 for nosebleed seats. I done looked up Ride Wave tickets. Them shits is not cheap. But
But
yeah,
if you think about it though, it goes back to what you said. If and what Act actually said, if the setup that he was trying to use, the 360 setup, of course,
mm-hmm,
it takes a lot more time to set that up. And maybe in some dates that was already scheduled, and they realized like, okay, they won't allow us to get in the building until this time. That's not
right,
enough time for me to get it set up with the staff I have. So
right,
what date can you give me where I can come in a little bit earlier with the staff I have and I can have it set up right on time for the show? I feel like
right.
that's what could have happened, bro.
Yeah, yeah, and what you mentioned backstage, that ties into it as far as the staffing. This is it's not like you can just run down to Home Depot and get up 30 extra workers and they gonna know what to do. These are kind of special staff, so where you got the staff you got, and if you can't make the date or make the time, then yeah, you might have to just like, look, we ain't even got the people to do this in this amount of time. But it's like it's a tough game, man. As far as
It is.
janky though, I don't really know it. I can't say they was just janky. Um, I just think what they were trying to do, they just didn't have the resources to do all the time. So
Right.
you know,
And I understand Rod Wave and how he felt. Like, we already got these dates scheduled and you pushing shit back days, maybe to a couple of days. I don't know how long it got pushed back, but this tour is on his name. So if anything get pushed back, nobody is
right?
looking at the motherfucking the tour company who's helping him do these shows. They're looking at
Yeah,
him, bro. Shit. And I don't want y'all looking at me like that. So I get it.
right, right. So Ride Wave, get your company, whatever company you need to do to keep that shit in house. In which that would be a monumental feat for him to get a company and get the elbow grease needed to just put on a tour by himself. That would be crazy. That would be
Right.
crazy. But
No, and
with
that'll be the smart thing to do too, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna go with a company like a Rock Nation to help you put on these shows, or some of these successful um festival companies who are used to doing things and used to, if you're not gonna go with someone who's proven, then yes, go see what you can do. See, far as staffing and all of that, get your shit in order to where you can put that shit on by yourself, man.
Yeah.
Because
Me and YJ can be like, hey man, we got a staffing company. We know how to do this shit, but have we
right,
ever done it? No, we ain't ever do it. But I can prove to you tonight we gonna do it. Now you
yeah,
taking a chance on me and YJ, and we probably got 6 other members to help.
yeah.
It ain't gonna
And,
work.
and You know who he needed? He need to go tap in with Tech Nine. I'm gonna tell him that. Wearing my KC Chief shit. He need to go tap in with Tech Nine. That man got a whole warehouse studio, production studio, and all the shit, tour buses. He owned all of that shit. That's who he need to tap in with and follow that blueprint, man. Hey,
look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Hey, you're like, well, I got a one I can slide in on them right
slide
now.
in, right there, slide in, man. You know, yeah, man. But we had to come chop this up, man. Rod Wave, this has to be studied. That's my new shit.
Get your shit together, Rod, man. Listen, I hope y'all figure this shit out, man, because it's gonna end messy if y'all don't, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be at this point. It's gonna end messy regardless, cause this shit already crazy. Yeah. But yeah, this has been another one. That's Boss. I'm YJ. Hit that like button for hip hop, man. We about this thing. Salutations.
Hey, get your shit together, man.
Business Podcast.